Let me ask you something uncomfortable. How many books have you read in the last 2 years? How many podcasts, YouTube videos, saved posts, or courses have you started? How much have you consumed about productivity and mindset? Now here's the real question. How different is your actual life? For most people, the honest answer is not very. The knowledge went in. The life stayed mostly the same. That specific, quietly devastating gap between how much you know and how little has actually changed. That's what we need to talk about. Modern people are not accumulating capability. They're accumulating the feeling of capability. Every time you finish a video and feel that satisfied sense of, I learned something, your brain releases a small reward. You feel like you're building something, but you're just building a collection of ideas that have never been stress tested or applied. Knowledge that hasn't gone through action is just information. It's not strength. It never was. Think about the last 12 months. How many different directions have you pursued? This month it's AI, next month it's investing. None of them get deep enough to actually matter. You end up knowing a little about a lot of things. The world doesn't reward breadth, it rewards depth. Depth comes from staying in one place long enough to see what others miss. Think about sunlight. Spread across a field, it just warms the surface. Focused through a lens, it burns through solid material. The people who build something real have one thing in common. They went deep on one thing, long past the point where it felt exciting. Real expertise begins when you've gone far enough that the complexity of the real thing starts to reveal itself to you. Most people quit during the phase where nothing visible is happening. They mistake the absence of results for proof that it isn't working, but a tree doesn't grow on the day you water it. It's been growing underground, invisibly, long before anything breaks the surface. Real learning is turning knowledge into reflex. A great doctor is great because they've handled thousands of real cases. An entrepreneur succeeds because they've paid for failures in the real market to understand things that theory cannot convey. Reading about swimming doesn't teach you to swim. Knowing the principle doesn't mean you can handle the pressure of the game. You only truly understand something after you've paid for it with your own experience. Our current environment conditions us to expect immediate results. Learn fast, earn fast, improve instantly. But real capability has a delay built into it. The delay filters out the people who aren't serious. Short-term dopamine culture is eating our ability to accumulate long-term. You don't get the return without the patience. What separates the people who get strong? It's the willingness to act before everything is clear. To start before you're ready. The path only becomes visible after you start walking it. Understanding only deepens after the action gives you something real to understand. So here's the real question, not what do you know, but what can you do when life throws something real at you? That capacity lives in your hands and your decisions, not just in your head. Stop collecting. Start building. Pick one direction. Go deep. Stay long enough to see the layers. That's where the real strength is.